guys, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here and you didn't already, my name is Tarrah and thank you so much for being here. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I normally don't talk about other YouTubers like ever. I don't do drama type videos, but this video I felt like I needed to talk about. This video I felt like I had to do, like I needed to do. I'm sure you saw the title and saw that this video was going to be about Amberlynn Reid. If you don't know who Amberlynn Reid is, she is a YouTuber here on YouTube who started her channel back in November 2013, and she started her channel as a weight loss channel to document her weight loss journey. Throughout the years, she has definitely grown, but I would say the majority of her followers hate watch her. They don't watch her to support her or, you know, to root her on. If you look at the likes to dislikes ratio on her videos, it is insane, like so many dislikes. I do think that when Amber started her channel, she was being sincere and she really did want to lose weight. And I think she still does want to lose weight. I went and rewatched her first video that she ever posted before I started doing this video today. And you can tell in her first video, like, she's very shy. You know, she even states in her video that the lowest weight she's ever been was when she was 11 years old and she was already over 200 pounds. So she's obviously been dealing with a food addiction for a long time. And as an addict myself and someone who struggles with an eating disorder myself, I can completely understand where she's coming from. Now, on the other side, I do think that she's fucking trolling people. I do think that she answers questions that are going to, you know, spark people, that are going to cause controversy. I think she does videos to cause controversy. I think she is very torn and kind of doesn't know who she is, because I feel like when she tries to be who she is, people get mad at her. And then when people get mad at her, she rebels against them by doing stuff even worse. And she also knows that by doing that, because most of her followers are hate watching her, they're gonna keep watching. She'll get views, she'll get paid. Now, I've been watching Amberlynn Reid for a long time, like crystal days, long time, really long time. I found her years and years and years ago, and I don't know, something about her really drew me in. I felt sympathy for her, which like a lot of people have. You know, I was like, why doesn't she get weight loss surgery, or, you know, whatever. And then she, you know, started dating Destiny, and then, you know, shit hit the fan with that. She's always seemed to be in very codependent relationships, which is super unhealthy too. She's never seemed to thrive on her own, which is another issue of hers. She has a lot of codependent behavior with people and with food. And then there was all that drama with the rape situation and then the pet situation, and there's been a lot of drama with her, right? So my whole thing is, now, coming from an addict, myself, and I do think Amber is addicted to food, and coming as me being a person that has struggled with binge eating and with a food disorder myself, these channels that I see that are sitting there and attacking her and making Amber Con this and Amber Con that, you're feeding into the behavior that she knows is going to get views. And I understand where those people are coming from. It's a Libra in me. I try to understand everybody's point of view. I understand where they're coming from too, because they've been watching her for a while, and, you know, I have too. But I keep my comments to myself. I don't bash. I've never written a mean comment on her comment section. I've, you know, written stuff about like, oh, why doesn't she do this or that? It's like with Eugenia Cooney, right? So everybody always put Eugenia Cooney down and, you know, wanted her to get help, right? but they also made her feel like the biggest piece of crap and said she was a bad role model and she was promoting this negative body image and whatever. And then people say that about Amberlynn Reid, but it's like two different extremes, right? So how do you help somebody like that? Well, I can tell you the first fucking thing you don't do is sit there and make a whole fucking 2-hour stream about that person and about their eating issues and about their mental health issues. Okay, I understand that people put themselves on the internet. I get that. But you really think that's gonna help her? You know what I mean? Like, and I know she's had all this drama with like being nasty on you now and all that other stuff and coming off completely different. Maybe she does have some kind of mental health issue, like a borderline personality disorder or a bipolar disorder or whatever else. You know, usually addict behavior, there's some kind of mental health issue going on there as well, besides just the addict in them, you know. But I can absolutely tell you 100% that sitting there and making videos about her, bashing her, it's not going to sink through, and it's not going to do anything for her until she wants the help. It's going to take something serious to happen to her for her to hit rock bottom and be like, holy fuck, I can't be doing this anymore. You know what I mean? Like, it took me losing my daughter and for me losing everything around me for me to get off of drugs. And that was like my extreme for me to get clean. That was my rock bottom. Even though I had, you know, everybody around me saying, you need to get clean, and I was losing everything piece by piece by piece. It wasn't until I hit rock bottom, until I was ready to get help, that I went and got help and I got better and I got clean. It's going to be the same thing with Amber. I'm sure she already feels like the biggest piece of shit that you can even imagine. You know what I mean? I come from a family of very overweight people. I've always, you know, been around people that ate very unhealthy. I grew up very poor, so I have a very unhealthy relationship with food because I went hungry a lot as a kid. And again, we don't know what her childhood was like. We know what she's told us, but we don't know everything, you know? Like I said, it all stems from different things in her life. If she's been using food as a comfort from the time that she's been, you know, a child, this behavior isn't going to change overnight. It's not going to be a you know, an easy fix where it's just like, oh, I'm gonna, you know, start this diet. And she's literally gotten to the point right now where she can hardly walk. You know what I mean? Something is going to happen for her to change, for her to realize that she needs to change. Something serious could happen to her, but people bashing her, putting her down, like, does that make you feel better about yourself? Like, literally, does it make you feel better about yourself? Because I couldn't imagine sitting there and bashing somebody and laughing about, you know, I'm not saying that Amber is 100% okay and like innocent in all this. You know, like I said, there was the rape drama. There was the, you know, issues with the pets. There's been issues about her being nasty. You know, she's done some fucked up things. She's done a lot of trolling. But the thing is too is, I'm not trying to use the childhood trauma bullshit, but if this girl was living with the person she accused of raping her, her ex-girlfriend, when she was a teenager because her mom didn't even want her, which I was a kid like that, living on my own as a teenager because my own mom didn't want me, so I can relate to that. What do you think that that's done for her? And she hasn't done anything to work on it. So she literally has no healthy coping skills. So all she does is eat. She doesn't know how to form healthy relationships because she didn't grow up with healthy relationships. She lies because that's probably all she saw growing up was a bunch of fucking lies. So if you don't work on these things, the behavior and the patterns repeat over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. You know what I mean? And I'm no way someone that can diagnose somebody. I'm just going off of my own personal opinion, my own personal history, myself going through this type of stuff. You don't ever really hear or see her going to hang out with her family. You know, her friends are her family, basically. And then she kind of molds herself to whoever she's hanging out with because she doesn't have her own identity. So again, picking her apart, you know, laughing at her, that attention she loves, trust me, because it's any attention. She probably loves any attention, but feeding into her negative behavior is just going to make her keep doing it. And I know that there are channels that are literally fucking dedicated to bashing her. Like, congratulations. Congratulations. You built your whole YouTube, whatever, off of bashing somebody. And not in like a drama, like here's the tea kind of thing. Like literally degrading somebody. Like literally picking somebody apart. How do you think that makes that person feel? Do you think that they feel good enough about themselves that they would want to go get help to better themselves? Because you doing this, you people out there doing this, all the mean comments, and I get you get hate. You're on social media, you're going to get hate. You have to have a thick skin. I get that. But saying all these things is not going to do anything. Nothing. Nothing is going to work until something happens that's going to make a switch go off in her head and she's like, oh fuck, I need to change. This is fucking serious. And then she'll change. And she might even fuck up after she has that switch go off for a little bit and get right back on. As somebody, myself, struggling with addiction, and that's in long-term recovery, and struggling with a food addiction, with binge eating, it's literally the same exact thing to me, in my personal opinion. Addiction with drugs is the same as addiction to food. It's all unhealthy coping mechanisms. You have an unhealthy obsession, and that's what it is, an unhealthy obsession. And that all has to do with the brain. It has to do with behaviors. It has to do with everything. How you handle emotions, how good and bad, how, you know, you are as a person. Like literally, it has to do with so much of that. I am just so glad that my boyfriend is sleeping right now, because if he wasn't, I would have been so much louder on this video, because I really wanted to like go off when I saw that these people were making this AmberCon. Like, I couldn't even imagine if somebody freaking strangers, if all these strangers went and got into a group and live streamed about me when I was going through my addiction. I couldn't even imagine going through that. Like now it wouldn't fucking bother me. It wouldn't bother me at all. But at that time, because I was not a strong person and I didn't know how to cope with any of that, I couldn't even fucking imagine. So I can only imagine how she's feeling right now. Anyways, I just want you guys to think twice before you know, sit there and you are rude to people and you put them down, and I don't know. I feel for her. Like I said, I really, really, really feel for her. It's just not right. It's not right for somebody to be treated like that, in my opinion, especially somebody going through something as serious as what she's going through. That's the end of this video. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you're a troll, leave it down in the comments how much you hate my lipstick. And don't forget, if you like my vibe, don't forget to subscribe. And I really hope to see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.